Hello friends, in this course we are going to learn how to get master in your Office 365 functions. So we are going to discuss only and only Office 365 functions. So if I'm going to talk about what we are going to do, we are going to build a one cell formula concept. Means your whole report will be extracted only using formula that will contain only in one cell. Now let's say what I'm going to discuss in this course. If you will see here, I'm going to discuss 22 functions in Office 365, and you will notice that these functions are only available in Office 365. It might be possible some of the functions are available in Office 2021, but still in other versions any of this function is not available there. Now what you need to do, we are going to discuss these kind of functions, and after discussing these functions we are going to discuss these custom functions. Means now we are going to build your own custom formulas, how to deal with those kind of formulas. That's how we are going to learn. So let's begin with our first function in Office 365, that is XLOOKUP. Now as you have noticed, XLOOKUP, many of you already know the XLOOKUP, but still we are going to start with the XLOOKUP. Now XLOOKUP is basically lookup that can work from left to right, right to left, top to bottom, and bottom to top. If you will see the syntax of XLOOKUP, here we have lookup value, lookup array, return array, and here we have three more things, that is written in square bracket. Anything written in any formula in Excel that is in square bracket, it means it is optional. It means you can skip it. If you will read this arguments in detail, then you can go to the source. That source is belong to basically Microsoft site. So let's begin our Excel. So here I am going to discuss how VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP are different. Then we will combine some more example in it. Then we will conclude our XLOOKUP. Now if you will see this example here we have serial number of our product, MRP, and product code. Now if I am thinking about VLOOKUP, let's say what I want to do, I want to find out the MRP of product code. Now if you will see, MRP is written left side to the product code. Now VLOOKUP can work if we will cut this column MRP and paste it over here, then VLOOKUP can work, because it can work only from left to right. Now but XLOOKUP can work in both dimensions. Let's say here we have XLOOKUP, and you will see here we have 6 arguments, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and 3 1 2 3 are optional. Now here it is asking lookup value. Lookup value means what do you want to find out. Let's say I want to find out this one. Now it is asking me lookup array, means in which column your lookup value is contained. So let me just think about it. So lookup array means here product code. Now here is the product code. I can take the header, or if you want to ignore the header you can do so. So what I will do, I will simply select my data like this. Now I am locking my data. Just press F4 key, comma, here we have the third argument, that is return array. It means in which column your return answer is containing. Means here I want to find out the MRP, so that's why I am selecting MRP. Now lock it. Now thing to be noted over here is, whenever we are taking, let's say here I am taking 996 cells, so we need to take the same cells and the same reference in the both argument, in the lookup array and return array. If we will take, if these two will not match at all, then the XLOOKUP is not going to work. So let's close this and enter. Now you will see, let me just copy it and find it here, and you will see here we have 1110 and here we have 1110. Now what I can do, I can simply use drag and drop. Now things to be noted, one more thing over here is VLOOKUP always find the first value from the list. Let me just talk about, here we have A, here we have A, and here we have B. And if I'm going to talk about 1, 2 and 3, then let's say I want to find out the value of A using VLOOKUP. So what I can do, VLOOKUP, lookup value is this one, table array is this one, locket, comma 2 for the serial number, comma, here I am using exact match 0, or you can enter true. So close the parentheses and enter. Now it is going to find the first value from the list. Now if you will see, now what XLOOKUP can find, let me just think about it. XLOOKUP, lookup value is this one, lookup array is this one, locket, comma, return array is this one, locket, and close the parentheses and enter. Now again it is finding the first value from the list, and if you want to find out all the value from the list, then you can use filter function, and if you want to find out first or last, then you can use XLOOKUP. Means XLOOKUP can find out the last also. If you will see the other arguments, here we have if not found, means what if do you know, if the data would not be there, then it means this formula already contain if error functions. So if the data would not be there, let's say I am writing here no data available. Now, and if I will enter C over here, and you will see here no data is available. Now what I need to do, I need to simply put the fourth one, and it is asking me exact match. Now here the same thing we are doing in VLOOKUP, but over there we have only two arguments, 0 or 1, true and false, exact match and approximate match. Here we have 4. Now we will discuss this in next example. Now let me just talk about the last one also. Here we can search from first to last, and here we can search from last to first. So this is your XLOOKUP syntax. That is how XLOOKUP is going to work. Now let me talk about XLOOKUP wildcard. So if you will see wildcard in Excel, so here we have 3 wildcard in Excel, that is question mark, star, and here we have tilde. Now if we are talking about question mark means one character. Let me just write it, one character. And star means multiple character, and tilde means if you want to find out that entry that is containing your wildcard. Let's say I want to find out star E, so I can't simply find star E without using this tilde, otherwise this star would be treated as your wildcard. Now what I need to do, I need to find out those product which is starting from E. Now if I will if I'm going to use VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP, both function will find out your first value. Now let me just think about your XLOOKUP. Lookup value is this one, lookup array, we will again try to search this, locket, comma, return array is this one. Now comma, if not find, I'm skipping it. Now comma, match mode, here we have two number here, that is we will see here we have wildcard match. Now I can enter 2. Now see here we didn't give any wildcard, so if I will press enter, it will give me any problem. Now what if, how to insert your wildcard? So let's say here is the lookup value. What I will do, I will concatenate this with wildcard, that is star. Now star means, star basically it denotes multiple character. Now how I'm going to read this, E and multiple characters, that is means everything started with E. If I will concatenate this star in the beginning, then it will be treated as ending with E. So I am simply pressing enter, and now you will find out here we have starting first product, that is starting from E, and the MRP of that product is 114. Now let's drag and drop, and you will see here is the all product that is I am going to search. If I am going to talk about one character, then you need to put question mark, multiple character, we need to use star. And this time I am going to cover the third example. In the XLOOKUP, that is intersection lookup. Like index and match, we can use intersection also in your XLOOKUP. How? Let me just think about it. So here we have XLOOKUP. Here we have lookup value, comma. Now it is asking me lookup array, and lookup array means in which column your lookup value is containing. So if I'm going to talk about this one, this whole thing is this, in this column your lookup value is containing. So I'm locking it, comma. Now if you will think about this return array is not constant here. If I'm talking about this March, then the return array would be this one. If I'm going to talk about April, then the return array would be this one. So what I need to do in this case, I need to build out the second XLOOKUP that is going to find out the position of this one, or the find out that column. Then we will use our intersection. So I'm going to build XLOOKUP. Lookup value is this one, comma. Here I'm going to select this one, lock it, comma. Now return array we need to select it. We can use the this thing and lock it. Now close the parentheses. Now close the parentheses. Now press enter. It is giving me value error. Let me tell you why. Here I am starting with A4. Here I am starting with A4, and here I am starting with B5. That is the main problem in your XLOOKUP. So what you need to do, if you are selecting from data from B5 to G14, it means you need to start from A5 and A5. The starting column, the number of cells would be the same either in number of rows or number of columns. Now I'm pressing enter. Still it is giving me error. I need to start with, here is the main problem. I need to select this one, B4 to G5. B4 to G4 I need to select it. Here is the main problem, B4 to G4. That's the range, that's is the correct range. Press enter and you will see now it is getting me the correct intersection. Now if I will change anything, let's say here, and you will see the intersection is working fine. So that's how XLOOKUP is going to work. And if you will see the formula, it is starting from A5, B4 means I'm talking about this one here and this one, then this data I'm going to select it. That's how your XLOOKUP is going to work. Now if you will see this data here, VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP is also different. Why? Let me tell you why. Let me just think about your blank cell. Here if you will see, some product code has blank cells. Now what I want to find out the value of first blank product. Now let's say here I'm going to use VLOOKUP. Lookup value is blank, so let me just enter blank. I'm entering blank using double quote. Now comma, table array is this whole column is your table array. Now lock it, comma, column index number, because the range and column is same, so I'm entering 1, comma 0, close the parentheses and enter, and you will see VLOOKUP is not going to find out the blank cell value, but XLOOKUP can find that. So what I will do, XLOOKUP, I can even enter double quote or skip it. Let's skip it. Lookup array is this one, select it, lock it, comma, return array, again the same thing, I'm selecting, lock it, close the parentheses and enter. I have found out this one. Instead we can try the other cell, B and B. Now this time it is going to find out the first blank MRP, and that is here, and you will see XLOOKUP can work with blanks also, but VLOOKUP can't. Now if I'm going to talk about the Microsoft side is also saying this: if omitted XLOOKUP return blank cells if find in lookup array. So it is already written in Microsoft side, so it can work with your blank cell. Now if I'm going to talk about approximate match, and so now we are going to learn how to use approximate match. Let's say here we have XLOOKUP. Now lookup value is what I want to find out. I want to find out the grade from this number. Here is the lookup value and lookup array is this one. I'm locking it F4 comma return array is this one. Lock it. Now I don't want this if not found. I'm skipping it. Now if you will see here we have -1 and 1. Like we look up over there we have only one option for approximate match, that is 1. So I am entering let's say 1 here and you will see the result. What is it is going to show us exact match or next larger item. So it is going to show us what 0 is not exact matching with it. So what is it is going to show us? It is going to the next larger one, that is 34. So it is going to fetch this D. So let's close the parentheses and enter and you will see it is fetching the D. If I will enter -1, -1 means exact match or next smaller than. So exact match is nothing here. So if I will find out the next smaller, so next smaller from 30 is 0. So it is going to find out the E. In VLOOKUP, approximate match can only work with the table that is sorted in ascending order. But XLOOKUP can find out that thing in descending order also. So if I will going to use VLOOKUP over here, VLOOKUP, lookup value is this one, table array is this one. And now you will see here hash key is written. Now Office 365 show this hash key. Why it is showing this hash key? If you will see the formula over here, what I have done, I have used a sort by function. I will explain it to you in the next video. Now what I need to do, I need to reverse this table and I am simply reversing this and I have put this thing in one cell only and that is fetching already automatically other cell. So it is called as split. If you will see here is light blue line and it is also showing that this data is split. If you will check the other cell, so it is the lighter font. It means the formula is here but in the split form. So if I am simply referring anything that is in split, if I'm referring any range that is in split form, so it will show me hash. So we lookup value is this one and this data is in hash split form, so it will show me hash comma table array is 3. It's because I want to find out the grade, and if I will enter 1, so it will give it may give you a value but it will not because this data is in descending order and you will see it is showing me NA. But XLOOKUP can work with it. XLOOKUP lookup value is here and lookup array. So lookup array is this one, lock it, comma return array is this one, lock it, comma I don't want this if not found, -1, and again I'm trying exact match and next smaller than. So it is going to find out this E and I can simply drag and drop and you can see the value here. So this is the XLOOKUP from the Office 365. See you in next video. Till then you can subscribe the channel. Keep enjoying and keep learning.